What's up guys, and welcome back to another video. Today is the return of the Super Rugby predictions, and what a weekend we have installed for us. We've been on a long break, 3-4 week break from Super Rugby because of the June internationals, and what a fantastic international series we were treated to. Our Southern Hemisphere teams did us proud. Australia picking, unfortunately they lost, but they put in a strong, valiant effort and are showing that they are back in business and showing their determination, which is great to see, and I hope this can be expressed in the Super Rugby. New Zealand clearly dominating the French, 3-0 whitewash against France over the past 3 weeks, and truly a remarkable performance from the All Blacks, continuing to dominate world rugby, which is truly outstanding for them. Then we go to South Africa, beating England, first series win. Well, not series win, but first few good wins for the Boks. Good to see them back winning again. Good to see a series win. Truly some two remarkable performances from the Springboks, and I'm proud to say my boys are back, and I hope they can make me proud this weekend when we play Super Rugby. Unfortunately for Argentina, they did not have a good June international series at all, having lost to Wales on 2 consecutive occasions, and then getting smashed by Scotland last weekend, which was truly sad for the Argentines, because in the Super Rugby campaign we saw a lot of strength, fight back, and a lot of passion within the game, and unfortunately that just couldn't be shown in the international series. But hopefully they can bounce back, get their new coach sorted, and maybe start selecting players from overseas. I think that's exactly what they need. But it'll be interesting to see what happens for the Jaguares' sakes as they come back on the weekend. So it will be interesting to see how these teams develop, how they progress, but I'm excited. So let's get to the predictions for this weekend's fixtures. Is going to be awesome. We kick off the weekend with the Blues versus the Reds. What fantastic two teams going at it. Both teams haven't had the hottest of seasons. Hopefully a return back for Sonny Bill Williams for the Blues. The Blues started, I mean, they've got a lot of injuries, which is hard for them, and it's tough. So it's never easy winning when you have injuries. Reds have just been on a downhill. They've got 4 consecutive losses in a row, so that's unfortunate, and only picked up 4 wins in this tournament. So hopefully they can bounce back, but you never know. But for me personally, I'm going with the Blues to win this weekend's game. Points wise, I'm going to go 7 or more, but hopefully the Reds can give the Blues a bit of a fight. Next game we have an Australian derby, the Rebels versus the Waratahs. Both teams not doing too shabby. Rebels obviously having lost, were down and out, but then they picked up a little bit of a winning streak again. Can this mean that they're going to bounce back and show us something special? Waratahs having won their last game but lost the week before that, so who knows what's going to happen. But for me personally, I'm going for a Waratahs win by 7 points or more. I think it'll be tough. I think they are playing at Rebels home ground, so I think they'll come in fighting, giving it a good go, but I just think the Waratahs are going to be too strong, and with their talented players that they've got in their squad, I just think they're going to be just that much ahead of the Reds. Next game, Highlanders versus the Chiefs. 2 remarkable New Zealand teams, another New Zealand derby that we are going to be treated to. Highlanders have won 2 games in a row so far, having lost the third one before. Chiefs lost their previous one. Can they bounce back? 2 fantastic teams, again quality players within both squads, but for me I'm going to go with the Highlanders to pick up a victory on this one. Could be close, could be a surprise if we see, I think we could actually see a Chiefs victory, but just judging on the current form, look, we've been on a break, so it's hard to say how they're going to go into this one because it's like a clean slate, but for all the teams. But for me, I'm going to go Highlanders by 7 points. Next up, we have the Brumbies versus the Hurricanes. This is going to be an awesome game, I think. Brumbies being on a 2-game winning streak, and the Hurricanes on a 2-game losing streak after being on such a roll. So this could be quite interesting to see how it goes. Brumbies, they have the quality players, but they just haven't had the season. They've really been poor. Hurricanes have been strong. Obviously 2 losses now, but I really think they're a force to be reckoned with the game quality players that team has. So for me on this one, I'm going to go Hurricanes to pick up a victory by 10 points. Sorry to the fans of the Brumbies, but I just see the Hurricanes being that much stronger in this one going forward and continuing the momentum of the strength they've shown throughout the tournament. Yes, they've had 2 losses, but I think they are good enough to win. Then we get down to Japan, where the Vodacom Bulls take on the Sunwolves in Japan. That's going to be a remarkable game. The Sunwolves are very unpredictable. They win every now and then. They've lost 2 in a row, but they also won 2 in a row before that. So, and the Bulls are on a 2-game losing streak. Sunwolves are strong. Sunwolves have been surprising us, guys, and they've been putting up a fight, whether they lose or not. They show a lot of strength, especially in Japan. So you can't write them off. But I'm going to have to go with my South Africans in this one and go Bulls to win by, I'm going to go 5-7 points. I think it's going to be a tough game. They're going to give them a good fight, but I just see the Bulls winning that one. Then the game I'm looking forward to the most of the weekend, just because it's my team that's involved, is the Celsius Sharks versus the Lions. This is going to be a cracker. Sharks lost their last game. Lions are on a 2-game winning streak. We know how strong the Lions are. They've got a great team, great momentum. I'm very curious to see, because it's Robert du Preez versus Elton Yankees. Who is going to prove out the top? Elton Yankees having a very poor June International Series, which is unfortunate. Whenever he puts on the red jersey, he seems to catch a wake up. So I'm very curious to see how he does in that game. The South Sea Sharks, on that matter of fact, they've been up and down this tournament. I really can't keep up to them. They drive my stress levels through the wall, man. But Robert du Preez, I hope he can have a good one. I'm expecting big things from him. He had a shocker against Wales. So I want to see this guy play, man. He's a great player. Sharks have a quality team. I want to see them give good fight, and I want us to beat them. It's going to be a tough game, but heart or head. I'm going with my heart on this one. Sharks to win. Just because we've been on a break, it's now news time. I'm going Sharks to win by 5 points. It's going to be tough, but I'm confident in my team. Then the last game of the weekend, ladies and gents, the Jaguares versus the Stormers in Argentina. Now, as I said, Jaguars have been on a riot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 6-game winning streak. Truly amazing stuff from them. They're showing such positiveness. They are putting the fight in the game. Argentina have obviously had a very poor June International, so they're going to want to bring a little bit of hope to the Argentines, and hopefully they can. They're a great team, and I love watching their passion. Stormers need to come back. They're on a 3-game losing streak, which is pretty ridiculous and shocking in my opinion. I expect more from that team. I expect more from the coach, Robbie Fleck, and I'm very curious to see how they go about this weekend. I'm expecting a very tough game, hard fighting game, but I'm expecting a win from the Stormers. They need to catch a wake up. They need to show South Africa that they've got some gees and momentum in them. I'm expecting big things from the Stormers. They need to fight back. They need to put themselves on the map, because it's ridiculous. We can't have 3 games losing for a top South African team like they are. I mean, come on, catch a wake up. But that is going to do it for the predictions video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. It's going to be an exciting weekend. I'm very curious to see how the boys gel together. All these teams gel after having an international break. Some players that didn't get to play in the internationals are going to want to put their hands up, show the world that they should be playing international rugby. So that's going to be exciting. They've been on some breaks now, so it's time to fight back and make the Southern Hemisphere proud and show what our provincial teams are capable of doing. So that's going to do it for today's video. If you guys enjoy it, smash that thumbs up button. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. We are nearly at 5,000 subscribers, guys, so help me please get to that goal of mine that I wanted at the end of the year, but I could get it at the end of June. Who knows? With the help of you guys, anything is possible. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Enjoy the Super Rugby coming up this weekend. So much more content coming from me on this channel, so don't go anywhere. And if you are here and you haven't pressed that button, press it, hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys real soon for another video. Stay safe and never give up. Cheers.